It's our 25th annual NOS Production Spring Fling. 25 years. I've been with them close to 20, and we just continue to watch this thing grow year to year, and just enjoy seeing a lot of new faces and a lot of old faces.
So this is 160, this is 180. If you'd like to save some money, I could sell you this for $100. It's basically the same as that, it's brand new. But this has just been lying around, so it got banged up.
You know, it just kind of became an addiction. I started working for VW, and I got to mess with the cars, and I just fell in love with them. I love their diesels. I play a lot with those. I'm actually building a Jeep with a VW diesel in it. I like the old Bajas and Sanrails also.
Club in Bakersfield, Kirk County Air Cooled. We've come up here, I don't know, past 6-7 years. So it's a good time, hang out with friends, family, and eat a lot of food, see a lot of cool Volkswagens, and just generally have a good time.
Any particular reason why you're an enthusiast when it comes to Volkswagen?
Once you get in them, they just get in you. Just a cool, easy passion. Yeah, you just get bit by the bug.
Oh, just been doing it for 30 years now, since we're teenagers. This is our first car, and now I got my son. His 15, it's gonna be his first car, so keeping the tradition.
Well, I have a 1969 Volkswagen Beetle, and I just got it last summer. So I really had an interest in them since I was small, and it was nice to come out here and just look at all these Beetles and all these Volkswagens.
My great Opa, he worked at the Volkswagen factory in Germany. Grew up with them, was raised with them. Had them before I went into military, during my military service, after I retired. It's the way of life.
They were cheap and affordable when I was young, and I could build them.
Got a guy that bought a car in 1956, drove it all over Europe. Still owns the car to this day. He's got to be in his 80s. Brings it out here, shows it every year, and still drives the car. Got another guy who bought his car in 1974, drives it every day. Brought it down here, drove in from Modesto, driving the car home right now. You know, people just continue to repair these cars and not replace them. It becomes a sickness. You own one, soon you own 3 or 4.
You bought this new?
Yes, from Norm Anderson Volkswagen in San Jose, February of 1974.
You really like this vehicle.
It proved to be very, very dependable. And I actually drove it every single day for 30 years, every day. And it just didn't break. You just maintenance it and work it. Even when I lost the third motor, it still was drivable. And I took it to Bug Performance in San Jose, and we got a fresh motor in it. And so he just doesn't break. I've got 854,000 miles on him. I've got 2 clutches, 4 motors now, an original transaxle and transmission for all those years, all those miles.
Started out life as a 59 convertible. It was super rusty when I got it, but it had a really good base to make a really good running vehicle. And I'm also into World War II Jeeps. So I have a lot of World War II parts are right here into this thing that's happened to be laying around the garage. The rims are World War II split rims off of World War II Jeep. They're from World War II. The tail lights are World War II tail lights. The grill is M37 grill. The seats are actually out of a Humvee. The fuel tank on this side is actually my fuel can. It's actually feeding the engine. And a lot of little things, you know, that I did, like the quarter panels that are around the fuel tanks are made out of another fuel tank. If you look at the GX on the side, you'll see that it's actually part of a fuel can. I used a lot of parts. And most of the big diamond plate sheet metal is out of a military communications vehicle floor plate that I didn't cut them or anything. I put them in, except for the floors in the front. It was so rusty when I got it, though. It was just a good way to give this car another bit of life. Instead of trying to restore it, it was impossible. It was too much of it was rusty. So it's a 59 convertible that got new life.
What is it like to drive?
Terrifying. Actually, it's only got 36 horses. It's got the original 36 horse motor, a rigid stand 36 horse motor. That's the earliest bug engine almost there is. And that 36 horses takes this thing down the road because I took 800 pounds off of it, off of a regular Volkswagen. So it's like really light and it wants to get airborne.
Bought it about 5-6 years ago, all in pieces. I bought it in Modesto, and it took me about 2 years to build it. It's a 59 convertible, Euro.
So what attracted you to this particular VW?
Well, I wanted a convertible, and then I happened to stumble across this one, so it was a long, labor-intensive restoration, though.
What do you like about the vehicle?
Everything. Everything.
I've had it for about 5 years. I bought it from a friend of mine who found it in Fresno. It was in a barn find, and I've been working on it ever since then. It's kind of sat for the last 3 years, and in the last year we finally got it painted and kind of finalized, put together. So it's a 58.
What kind of condition was it when you found it?
There were animals living in it, and it was an old camper. It was pretty rough. Fenders have been cut. A lot of replacement panels, but overall, the way things go nowadays, it was in pretty good shape.
So have you tried to put it back to original, or is it your own take on what you like to see?
It's the original color that the car came in. Where there was original paint on the dash still, and I like kind of the simple, almost kind of cow look. So almost stock, but you know, nice lowered stance, minimal. Nothing flashy. Something that's a little bit more, in my opinion, kind of timeless that just plays with the car's natural beauty.
What do you like most about it?
I don't know. I like everything. I like to feel the air through my hair. What I have. I like the air. I like the openness. I like that when people see it, they smile, and if they're happy, I'm happy.
My 69 camper tin top. I actually just got this like 2 weeks ago. Bought it from a guy out of Washington. Love it to death. It's awesome. Guy did a really good job on it. You check out the headliner. He did all the the woodwork on it and stuff. And great out here with all the Volkswagen people, man. Having a blast today. Good stuff.
First time owner of VW or?
Second. I had a 69 pop top like 20 years ago, and I killed myself for ever selling it. And finally came into the money and had to get me another one.
So what's the draw with VWs, in particular with this type?
Well, all my friends are split window guys. I'm a bay window guy. I don't know. Just, I mean, if you've never driven a VW bus, I mean, you just don't know. Laying across the wheel and just the smell and the sound, everything. It's awesome.
Had it about 8 years or so. Found it on Craigslist, got lucky one morning. Was the first person there to buy it from the gentleman. Evidently it's from Southern California. He bought it, I guess, probably the third owner. And so I think the fourth owner, and just did some work to it, improved it, preserved it, not restored, just preserved, I would call it. And just been enjoying it. It actually goes camping, and we enjoy the bus quite a bit. Yeah.
Have you had VWs in the past?
I have. My first car was a Bug, when I was 15 and a half. Started driving that, and I've had them ever since. Yeah.
What in particular, or are there several things perhaps that you like about VWs, and this one in particular as well?
I think it's just this, basically. I mean, the community, the camaraderie, the people that you meet, the stories that you hear, the memories that people have experienced in a Volkswagen. I think that's probably what I enjoy the most.
Got cars coming in from Oregon. Got cars coming up from Mexico. I mean, we have water pumped VW buses coming out of Mexico. I mean, they drive up here, come across the border just to attend our show, which is a great thing. We've got, and then locally, we're a Fresno group. We put the show on here in Madera, which is a great place. The fairgrounds are beautiful. We got, look at the trees around us, all the shade, all the grass. You don't go to car shows like this. You generally are on asphalt, and you're very, very hot and miserable, on days like this. But we were blessed with good weather. A great place for a car show. And we get a lot of friends from Modesto, Stockton, Sacramento, Redding, San Jose, San Francisco, Los Angeles. I mean, San Diego. We got people. I talked to people from El Cajon. One guy came from Vegas, to see the show. So. Yeah, it's a great venue. It's great to see all our friends from up and down the state and out of state enjoying what we have here, and it's truly a unique Volkswagen show because we are under the trees in the shade, and just a great place to be.
On April 23rd, 2003. So I've had her, this week was 16 years. And her name is Smurfette, and I did not name her that. It was actually an old boyfriend who named her that. And We've went through some good times and we've been through some bad times with engine building, but now everything is a breeze. My first personally owned, but they've been in my family ever since I was born. So this is my first, but my dad had buses and he had bugs, so I grew up around them.
I have a 1970 VW Beetle and I fell in love with these cars in high school. I bought it when I was a senior and I've been building it ever since to hopefully bring it here one day.
We have a 61 of a VW Bug, and it's been a part of our family for probably the last 3 years. And it was kind of a new thing I did with my daughter and I, and we got into it, and it's just kind of taken off from there. We've been to the Spring Fling here for a couple years now, and enjoyed every minute of it. And it's kind of that bonding time you get to be with your, get to have with your kids.
So you've added a lot of accessories, items to the vehicle?
Yeah, obviously we all have some elderly family members that kind of discard some things, so I have some of my dad's old luggage and some of my old skateboards, and you pick up stuff here at the Spring Fling just to kind of help out and get some new ideas that kind of are pretty cool to add to your little, your collection here.
It's an 81 Rabbit Caddy pickup. I got it from, he disappeared. The guy I was with, he actually built it. I wasn't gonna buy it, but when I saw it painted green, then my wife and I jumped on it right away.
What are you looking for when you judge a vehicle? What are some of the things that stand out that you like to mark down and point out when you grade a vehicle?
Attention to detail, the small details. Overall, you look at the general condition of the car, details such as the rubber and other specialty items that they might have located that are hard to find.
It's awesome. And this is a great venue to be recognized in. The quality of the vehicles here was unbelievable. Yeah, and the staff was hands down the best I've ever seen.
It's great. I've had this car since 1970. I bought it brand new. Original owner. Having a lot of fun here. It's a great day. Not hot.
I think this is the greatest thing that ever happened, man. I am excited. I've won first place with my 56 Volkswagen Deluxe Microbus.
Put a lot of work into it?
A lot of work, and a lot of money, but it paid off.
It's an honor just to build something different and people enjoy it.
A lot of hard work?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we did it from the ground up, and it was just kind of it was an inspiration. We kind of just made it reality. So.
Is it a lot of hard work?
Yeah, a lot of time and money, pretty much.
Oh, it's great. Great. Love it. Good show, too, by the way.
You know what? It's all just fun, one way or the other. But it's nice to have the thing being represented.
It's awesome to win. We're very, very fortunate. A lot of good competition.
Very unique vehicle. Literally, this has got to be one of a kind.
Thank you. A lot of heart and soul into this.
Rather nice show, good family atmosphere.
Obviously, put a lot of work into this vehicle.
Yeah. We painted the roof, did the wheels, the suspension, put the wheel with disc brakes on it, bigger motor, dual carbs, all the good stuff.
What do you think about the recognition, about being honored like this?
That's my second year. I never expect that.
I think it's excellent. It's always great to have positive feedback.
You know, it's always humbling to be recognized for the fruits of your labor. It's awesome. It's awesome, always is.
What do you think about the recognition today?
Oh, I think it's fantastic. I'm so appreciative.
Unexpected?
Unexpected.
But it's got to feel good, all the work, everything you put into the car to be recognized.
A lot of years of hard work and keeping it nice. I'm happy.
We've always had a lot of support. We've got great sponsors, Sebring West, CB Performance, Clovis Volkswagen, Burnett Sand Center. I mean, I could go on and on and on. These people support us. They're here every year. They're wanting us to make this happen, to carry on what happens with Volkswagens, which is the people's car, and it's the love of a car. All things VW, you know, we embrace them out here, and we invite everyone to be out here with us to, you know, once again, enjoy the fun.